Hey everybody, it's Randy. I didn't think I was going to make a video tonight, but I'm going to. Because I just got in watching the show Disaster Preparation, or Disaster Preparers, or whatever the hell you call these people. And it's just a show that National Geographic came up with, and I like it. But, it's also, you get a lot of these people like, really? Are you that fucking stupid? The man in the rascal scooter. Oh, I'm scared there's going to be an EMP. Yeah, you're scared because your fat ass ain't going to be able to get around. Fucking put down the Cheetos, get some fucking lap band, fucking get a hyperactive thyroid, and stop fucking eating. There's your doomsday preparation, asshole. And this one nymphomaniac bitch who is scared that all the oil is going to go up. Okay, we have dealt with that before. It's called the oil embargo. And we have issues going on. Iran wants to start shit, and Iran just loves to start shit anyways, and they keep saying, oh, we'll take away your oil. Well, and this guy, yeah, him, he is not doing a good job of, dealing with all that. So, really and honestly, we just... Alright. Stop the doomsday preparations. Listen to the Crystal Lewis song and, pray. But also the people on here, like the woman who's, it's like basically like Paula Deen goes extreme couponing. And really and honestly, it's like, wow, you're extreme couponing, but yet you're preparing for the world to go bust. And they're doing this because electricity goes out. And they're like, well, we're going to learn Morse code, and we're going to speak a language that the Philippines do. This is not fucking Ragwam! Stop that shit! What the fuck, really? You don't need to fucking speak another language so you and your family can survive. It's called speak fucking English, stay together, have a couple guns, deal with life. The world goes on. We lived without electricity before. We sure as fuck can do it again. So, moving on, my loving public. Here's my script book. Yeah, see, this is my fucking script book. I write shit down for all of you because, I want to have topics to talk about. And I'm going to start with Super Bowl. Because good news just came about today. World Wrestling Entertainment was not interested in Indianapolis for WrestleMania 29. But because our Super Bowl was so goddamn awesome, they put us on the list. It's us, St. Louis, and Toronto. And I will go on more about the WWE in a little bit, but I've got my fingers crossed for Indianapolis because, I want to take my son to a WrestleMania. And I said yesterday I'm going to talk about a movie, and I'm going to. Some of you know I'm a G.I. Joe fan, and I had mixed reserve about the first movie. The Rise of Cobra was okay in my book. It wasn't a really a Joe-ish movie. Well, I watched the cartoon series again, and it's kind of awesome. It's got that, 80s nostalgia about it. And I will go through and review the first season of A Real American Hero, and I'll do the second season. I'll talk about each little, 5-part miniseries and stuff like that. Expect G.I. Joe Season 2, Part 1 on Monday, because I want to finish watching it before I review it. But G.I. Joe 2, we got The Rock is in it playing Roadblock, and normally Roadblock, is this jive-talking gun boy, and, I like what they did with it. They've got Ray Park back as Snake Eyes. He and Snorpshaw's fight's still going on because the Rishikage fans are going to fight each other until one person's fucking dead. And Cobra shows up. The ending of G.I. Joe Rise of Cobra was amazing. Destro and the Commander are caught, but yet Zartan, the most underrated Cobra character, is fucking the President of the United States. That shit is a mindfuck. M. Night Shyamalan, take fucking notes from that. Because that was just amazing. And I have high expectations for G.I. Joe 2, our Retribution. I really also would recommend, if you're a G.I. Joe fan and you did not see it, go see G.I. Joe Retaliation. It is amazing. They kill Joes off. It makes I'll review it. But it's on review list. Next up my list, I want to talk a little bit about Adult Swim. We all love it. It's a good show, but you know what? I have a feeling that, I've grown up out of it, and I want to talk about that a little bit. Adult Swim, started in 1994, and it's getting close to being 20 years old. That's really kind of scary. It started out with the Brack Show, Sea Labs, Space Ghost, Aqua Teen Hunger Force. But now, you get more shows like Tim and Eric and Xavier and Delocated and NTSF and blah, 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 ripping off 5 shows in one. And, solve them all, man. The live action shit needs to end. Delocated is horrible. Children's Hospital is okay, but it's horrible. NTSV, SG, blah, 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 needs to go away. And so does Tim and Eric. Stop letting them do anything. They are not funny. They are funny if it's animated. Tom Goes to the Mayor was amazing. I laughed my ass off Tom Goes to the Mayor. You give them a real fucking show, and it's done, man, because it's fucking horrible. And I don't care. The whole, we're playing each other, one's dressed in drag, one's the other. It looks retarded. And then you have, what's his fucking name? Dr. Steve Brule. Fuck him. This made the show really retarded. And, you did have, Weird Al come on. You had, the crazy producer dude from Dave Letterman on there. But the show was retarded. And why you all let that go for a couple seasons, just really beyond me, because I'm just, fuck that shit. That shit is just annoying. And yet, you've obviously neglected shows like the Venture Brothers. Well, you don't really neglect the Venture Brothers, but, you need to give it more playtime. You play Aqua Teen Hunger Force into the ground, but yet the Venture Brothers is good. That should have been your first fucking movie, not Aqua Teen. Metalocalypse is amazing, and it needs to be more of. Super Jail is amazing. Get where you can't not blocking my face here. Still doing flu season, get your shots. What the fuck else was amazing of it? You saved Family Guy. I will give Adult Swim credit for that. You saved Family Guy. And, I'll say this, ditch American Dad and ditch, King of the Hill. You ran King of the Hill till its end. Pick up South Park. Really, just dump King of the Hill and get South Park. There you go. You fixed your problem. You have raunchy show Family Guy. Then you have raunchy show South Park. And I'm glad you didn't pick up the Cleveland show. You haven't picked up Simpsons, because I'm sorry, the Simpsons. We know my thoughts on the Simpsons. But I will say that TV is a big part of my thing, and this is where I'm going to transition, because I love TV and I love movies. But really and honestly, stop with the TV show movies. We've got Gilligan's Island now, 21 Jump Street. I'm waiting for fucking Welcome Back Kotter to the TV series. Oh, let's do Green Acres. Let's do Green Acres and get Gazelle to be in it. With some schmuck who thinks he can try to act like an attorney. Okay, yeah, that's perfect right there. Gazelle, and fucking Steve Buscemi. There you go. Green Acres. I just gave you marketing boys something. There you go, producers. Have fun. Also, throw fucking Seth Rogen in it, and maybe, throw Mila Kunis in it. There you go. They play the painters, brother and sister. What the hell you call them? Throw them in there. And also Wilbur. Or sorry, what the fuck the name of the pig's name's got to be animated. It's got to be CG the whole time. CG. Because we can't have live animals. We got fucking CG. No matter what it is. Charlotte's Web CG. Hell, I'm waiting for CG Lassie. Yeah, I said it. CG Lassie. Yeah, the TV movies are horrible. I mean, The Honeymooners. Jackie Gleason's rolling in his grave. Why the fuck did you make The Honeymooners but make it a black comedy? And Bewitched. Family Guy already got Bewitched. I'm sorry. I'll let Seth MacFarlane and his crew get that one, because I'm real sorry. That's just horrible. And what's the other one what's one of the ones they've done? Oh, Dragnet. But Dragnet, the movie, was not that bad. I mean, that was a pretty good one, and Dan Aykroyd kind of made it work. Miami Vice was fucking horrible. So, I've counted 1 out of like maybe 10 out of 10 out of 5. Okay, 1 out of 6 films. 1 out of 6. Hollywood, stop it. Jesus. You keep that shit, because it's just as bad as fucking WCW was at the end. And while I'm speaking of wrestling, let's get this out of the way. I'm liking this Hall of Fame class on one reason. That you're, 1, getting Edge in. 2, Ron Simmons. Ron fucking Simmons is getting the Hall of Fame. It's about fucking time, Vince. The first black heavyweight champion in wrestling is getting in the Hall of Fame. Should have been done 5 years ago. But, we gotta get other shit. We gotta make sure Hulk Hogan gets in first. Yeah, Hulk Hogan, fuck you. Fuck you and fuck your Rent-A-Center ads. Because really and honestly, you suck. Get off TNA. Stop being whoever's special fucking, Bischoff's son's fucking trainer. That's fucking really easy written. Fuck you, writers of TNA. That's the reason why I don't watch your fucking show. You're easy to fucking write for. Hell, me and Mike Lee can fucking write for TNA and we can make it work. Just let my homeboy Mike Lee know. There we go. We got jobs right there. We can totally do that. We can turn TNA around. But the Hall of Fame of WWE, they're missing names, and I understand why. People keep saying, oh, put the Warrior in. Well, Warrior wants to too busy being fucking drill instructor to at-risk kids. Honky Tonk Man keeps taking fucking jobs. Well, I gotta do the indie circuit, and, I gotta wrestle and eat. Well, you're gonna get a bigger payday if you do the Hall of Fame, Honky Tonk Man. What the fuck? And while I'm on it, speaking of Watch the People, China. What the hell happened to you? What the fuck, really? You went from, the bodybuilder, playboy, playmate, wrestler, and because your ex is getting in a trifle with the boss's daughter, you start a bunch of shit, get fired, and then you get a drug problem, and then you decide it'd be a best idea to sign your thing away because your ex sold your sex tape. Follow that up by you're going to join another wrestling promotion, and then you're going to make a porn flick, and it's a bad porn flick. Jesus, what the fuck, woman? And now you're an escort. Now you are a low-grade whore and a stripper. What the fuck is with you? Get some help. Dr. Drew, somebody. Hell, sit this bitch down with Dr. Phil for 45 minutes. China, you got problems, and we're going to work through them problems. If I have to get Hunter Hearst Helmsley and Stephanie and all the members of D-Generation X, we're going to fix these problems, okay? Fuck this shit. China's turning into the female Scott Hall. This show's going to give me a fucking heart attack, I know it. And the thing with wrestling is it's the wrestling shows is we are getting some bullshit. I mean, this is some fucking bullshit. The Hall of Fame, we don't know what the last name is. They just put Mike Tyson in, and Mike Tyson's the first fucking really deserving, celebrity go in for a while. Drew Carey last year, really? And then you have Bob Uecker. Okay, when the former governor of New Jersey gets put in for, helping relieve the taxes so they can have SummerSlam 97, that's when I'm done with the Hall of Fame. But right now, the last name to be on that fucking list is Randy Savage. I'm saying it again, Randy Savage. So, I think that's about all I've got tonight. I mean, tomorrow night's going to be a little more interesting. I'm going to bitch about a kid's show, so I'll get a hold of y'all then. Have a nice night.